I'm hoping everybody can hear. I don't know if everybody heard that. I didn't even check my mic or nothing. Hey, hello, testing one, two. Yeah. So you got to check. You got to look into the markets. Just look. I mean, ETH. The merge happened, everybody was expecting, the merge has happened. We're going to get this big, nice pump or whatnot, and no, it fell on its face, and it's continuing to fall like it's transparent and just falling through the floor. Yeah. So I mean, we can take a look. Take a look at the. We can take a look at the chart real quick. Bam. So we are. This is ETH. This is the chart for ETH. This is in the past. I think it's 2 days. This is 15-minute chart. But I always say you got to zoom out. So these are still. This is still 15-minute chart. Look where it came from. This was over the past. I would say it was a little less than a month. In a little less of a month, we dipped down that far. Excuse me. So everybody was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We're about to hit the bull run. The bull run's happening or whatnot." Look, let me tell you. Look, if you haven't, last week ETH was up 1500, and right now at this moment it's sitting at 1327. Just hit another red candle, by the way, to 1327. I'm still expecting ETH to. And I've been saying it for weeks. I'm still seeing expecting ETH to hit down into 800 territory. That's my price point of when I'm going to be loading up on some ETH. Basically a lot of my stable is going to be sent over to ETH, and I'm going to ride the wave up because look, if you just pay attention to these cycles, pay attention to the cycles really listen to the people that's very, very knowledgeable in this space, not even just talking about one project in particular, but if you are, if somebody's very knowledgeable about the entire crypto space, there are cycles and everything. And I'm telling you, and everybody will tell you, from the experts to anybody who knows, millionaires are made in a down market. That's where your millionaires are made. That's when you should be accumulating whatever bag that you need to accumulate. And that's in anything. So, I mean, a project could launch tomorrow. You're going to get a pump because you're going to get those initial investors. You're going to have that pump. You're going to have that dump. And after that initial dump, it'll creep back up a little bit. And that's any chart. Go to any chart right now. Go to any chart. When they launched, there's always that initial pump, initial dump. You might have a little bit of a rise. Usually it steadies out until, and steady growth after that. But in this type of market, pump, dump, a little bit of a pump, slowly decline because people are pulling their money out and switching over to stables. They just fearful. Everybody's just pulling their money. They want to get a quick buck, make some lunch money, and then pull their money out. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But scared money don't make money. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Scared money don't make money. Millionaires are made in a down market. So this should show you right here. This is ETH. In the past, I mean, look at that. What's that? Another almost yeah, that's about a month right there. So I'm gonna switch this out to the day chart. Come on, baby. There we go. I mean, look at even the day chart. The day chart is telling you, man. So everybody keeps saying, "Oh, we're about to hit this bull cycle." Look, the economy is down. It's heading down. Everything else follows suit because people are either losing jobs, hours are getting cut, whatever the case may be. They don't have the money to pump into the market like they did when we was at the bull run. When we had that bull run, everything reached all-time highs. Everybody was excited. Guess what? You don't make a ton of money. I mean, there's rare cases, but you don't make a ton of money on a bull run. You know what I'm saying? What these whales are doing, they're waiting for these cycles that we are in now. And when little money is pulling out, they are pouring in. and they're going to ride the wave up. Hey, you got to follow the money, baby. Seriously, you got to follow the money. But on to that, that's just to give you a simple explanation of what's going on, because I'm gonna tell you what, I've been in and out of the MetaMonkey AI. Yes, I've been in and out of the Telegram, watching people are complaining. Oh, man, why is it so low? This and that. Why haven't I 100x or 10x my $20? Whatever the case may be. And it's like, look, when you invest, this ain't no pump and dump scheme. When you are investing into legit projects, there's time for growth. But take a step back, right here. It's showing you right here. Everything else follows suit. When the big ones are ETH, BTC, BNB, when they are falling, altcoins fall too. It's just I don't understand it, but you get a lot of new people that's in crypto, and they want to see, they heard about what happened in the bull run when a lot of millionaires was made, and that mainly because a lot of them bought in the a down market. A lot of them bought in a down market, and they rode the wave up. And everybody hears about that. I'm going to buy this token. I'm going to buy, it only takes $20 for me to buy a trillion of this token. Oh man, I'm going to ride this. I'm going to be a millionaire. Stop wishful thinking. Seriously, just stop it. Be realistic. I mean, I was one of those guys when I first got into crypto, and I was like, man, I'm about to be a millionaire. I got 100 billion of a token. I've got 100 quadrillion of a token. Oh man, if this hits $1, man, come on. All right, you got to learn, and just take word from people that are experienced in this area. It's far few and in between. You have rare cases of you will buy a trillion of this token, and you might end up with $1 million in a very short period of time. That has happened. Yes, it has. But for the entire market right now, it's very, very unlikely. Very unlikely. But like I say, this is the time where devs are building their utilities, even new tokens like MetaMonkey. I mean, this is the time when, okay, the hype of the launch is done. Now it's time to build for long-term growth, and that's exactly what they're doing. There's progress being made. Sit back and enjoy. If it's right for you, I'm not telling you sell your house, and rent out your dog or whatnot. But if it's right for you, if you only invest what you can afford to lose. And there's a lot of projects. I just $20 a week. I might throw, here and there. You know what I'm saying? Or there's a couple. It might be 10. You know what I mean? But you don't go suffering. You don't go without food just because you're hoping and praying and wishing for your $20 to reach $20 million. I mean, you can take a dump in one hand and wish in this one and see which one fills up first. seriously, stop it. But yes, that's the market right now. And we're going to head on over to the MetaMonkey chart. Bam! So right now, this is the current chart. They are sitting at 303321 currently. A little bit of a candle right there. This is a 15-minute chart. If you can't see that, 15-minute chart. And like I say, this is about a day right here. But like I say, you always zoom out. And remember why? Just listen. When I told you about that, what usually happens. You always get an initial pump. You always get an initial dump. You might get a pump. You get a little pump here. Let me see if I can bring it out a little bit. So you'll get a little pump here. Usually it's gradual growth from there, right? But in the case of MetaMonkey, because they've got with what they're doing and what they're bringing to the table, they experienced a bigger second leg up than a lot of these other projects are going to experience. This is, let's see, they launched on the 6th of September. And then what's today? The 22nd. So they are less, they're, you know, they're a little over 20 weeks, or excuse me, 2 weeks old. They got a nice leg up, but look where it started taking a turn. Now, if I already closed out the ETH chart, but when ETH started to fall, look, altcoins follow suit. Seriously, altcoins follow suit. It is, everybody's charts looking like this. Some are a little bit more stable than others, but everybody's charts looking like this. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, because like I say, you got to think about the project that you're investing in. Really pay attention to the project that you're investing in. What are they doing? What are they going to do for your investment? You know, how are they going to grow? What's utility? 2022, it's been about building utility for projects. You know, last year it was community driven. Oh yeah, we're just going to hype this up, get 20,000 people to invest in this. And, you know, we've seen what happened with a lot of projects towards like December, January. A lot of those community driven hype coins fell off. Why? They couldn't grow. They had nothing else but but a community saying, yeah, we're going to go to the moon. You know, it's time for realistic thinking, because whether you like it or not, regulations are coming down, whether you like it or not, because the government is not going to miss out on crypto money, period. So what are these projects doing? These projects are going from project to business. They are building a business. They're becoming legit, you know, everything. You know, I'm not talking about these scam coins, because scam coins are scam coins. I'm talking about projects that are actually bringing something to the table for long-term growth. You know, MetaMonkey, man, they already in 2 weeks, they've already got CMC, they've already got CG. Those two don't have the effect that they used to have, right? You know, if you really pay attention, they don't, because like I said, you know, back when it was community driven, you know, last year, you know, especially last year, when it was all about community driven tokens and hype coins, CG, CMC, they ruled, because as soon as that listing come, you got access to thousands, hundreds of thousands of people and a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of investors that was in last year, including myself, I started my crypto journey January of last year. And I'm telling you, times have changed. Now these projects are building for long-term, you know, growth. They want to be here in the next 5, 10 plus years. And I support that. It's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, if I'm going to invest in something, I want to see my money grow, just like anything, because I'm going to tell you what, you are not going to see the returns from like a savings account that you will see in some of these projects, especially now. Hey, look, they came down here. They're down here right now, but look, they are still building. They are still building. And that's what you, as long as you see that movement is being made, and as long as you see that they are working for their investors and building their company, you ought to be happy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not going to make a lot of people happy, because most people are they're just wanting they're wanting that 10x. Because I'm going to tell you what, there's a lot of people that bought up here. You see this, like right here, you see this green candle. A lot of people bought up here, but of course, you got a lot of people that bought up through here and they took profits, and you see a bunch of sell-offs. Like there's a big candle right there. You're going to get that. You're going to get that. But even with all this ain't a rug. This is people taking profits. The market is turning down, because right about in here is when ETH started to really fall. And it's going to fall. Altcoins follow suit, but you still see the team continuing to build. And that, me as an investor, I'm still learning, but I'm a little experienced, but I'm still learning. But in my little bit of experience, this is what I like to see, because I'm still accumulating my bags. I'm gonna tell you what, MetaMonkey didn't give me a token. They ain't give me a token for this. I mean, like I say, it's sponsored, you know what I'm saying? But all they're doing, they're advertising. That's all. They didn't give me a token. So none of these candles, none of these candles was given to me. I invested my own money. Period. You know, I don't take I don't take project tokens. You know, that's a thing of the past. And anybody that takes project tokens are I don't know. I don't know what to say about them, because at some point you're going to sell them anyway, and it's going to hurt the chart. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Other people are other people. But yeah, like I say, down through here, I'm accumulating, and I'm expecting this. Being realistic, I'm expecting it to dip a little bit lower, because guess what? In my opinion, ETH is still going to drop some more. It's going to drop probably a little bit, bunch more, but it is what it is. So MetaMonkey, man, they already Bitmark listing, LBank, BKEX, Probit is still waiting to be announced. I was in the Telegram earlier, and they are still working on a date for Probit. Patience. Everything doesn't happen overnight. Paperwork's got to be signed. Deals got to be made. Nothing happens over, well, most big things, like especially like this, especially these listings dealing with these CEXs, it's not an overnight conversation. There's a lot of stuff that has to be worked out. So all I'm saying is just have some patience. You see movements happening, have some patience. You know what I'm saying? So we'll head a little bit to the website. Look, I'm telling you, go to the website, do some research on your own. Just because I'm sitting here explaining some things to you does not mean, oh, hey, Dragon Rider said that's a good investment. I think I'm going to invest my money. You're wrong. That's you're another issue with the space right now. Not enough people are doing their research on these projects. You know what I'm saying? You can get pretty much 99% of the information from the website. The rest of it you can get through. They got Telegram, they got a Discord, they got Twitter. Check out the socials, reach out to the devs, ask the questions. Stop depending on somebody to tell you what's going on, because if you constantly get somebody telling you what a project is, what they're doing, what's the next update, you're not going to learn in this space, and you're going to continue to get wrecked by garbage projects. I'm serious. I'm scanning through this real quick just to like I say, they've got a lot going on. I'm not going to read verbatim off the website, because as an investor, you need to know what you're putting your money into. And like I say, especially all right, so here's another big thing a lot of people are not paying attention to. Tokens have tokenomics. They have taxes associated with that. If you spend, say you buy $20 worth of a token, you are already going to be down some money. If it's like a 10% sales tax, guess what? As soon as you buy, 10% of your buy is gone, depending on slippage, depending on how you got your slippage adjust, how you trade. There's a lot of factors that goes into that. But generally speaking, if a token has a 10% buy tax, when you buy that token, 10% is going to be gone as soon as you buy it. When that processes, 10% of your investment's gone. Okay? Pay attention. And all this stuff's on the website. So right now, as of right now, they have 10% buy tax. All right? Now, here's where it gets tricky, where people aren't paying attention to what they're buying into. So it's already been announced. It's on the website, Telegram, whatever. You can ask anybody. Right now, they have an 18% sell tax. Okay? Yeah, 18% sales tax. So, but that's temporary. Okay. They did that for I think the first 4 weeks. If I'm correct, I'm pretty sure I'm correct on that. They did that for the first 4 weeks because what that does is that decreases sell pressure, increases buy pressure. See how that works? Low buy-in tax, high sell tax. A lot of people are not selling. A lot of people that are paying attention to the tokenomics and what is being said are paying attention and they're not selling. The ones that are selling, they're buying in at 10%. They're selling at 18% and wondering why they're losing money. Because you're not paying attention to what you're doing, right? So after the first 4 weeks, that 18% sales tax will be reduced to 10. And it should pretty much stable off. You know what I'm saying? Depending, because I'm expecting by that time, ETH will probably be under, ETH will probably be under $1,000. That's my personal opinion. And of course, like I say, altcoins are going to follow suit. So by the time that 18% sale tax come in, you might as well hold. Or as well, when that 18% sales tax reduces to 10, you might as well wait it out. Weather the storm. If that's okay for you. You know, if you got to sell, if you got to pay a bill or something, you shouldn't have invested in the first place. But a lot of it's frustrating to see that people are calling this a scam just because they don't understand what they invested into. Pay attention, use your brain. Everybody's very, very well intelligent enough to read and to really pay attention to what they're investing into. So, also with that, there is a transfer tax. Let's see. Yes. So there is an 8% transfer tax. And that's mainly because they want to try to prevent arbitrage from these exchanges. You know, if you don't know what arbitrage is, guess what? Stop trading right now. Go figure it out. I'm not going to sit here and explain everything to you. You need to do some research on your own and figure out what you're investing into. So that's to prevent arbitrage. Okay. And then that 8%, if you trade basically, so look, you just bought in and lost 10%, right? So you're trying to merge your bags. Maybe you bought in at, maybe you bought, 3 or 4 wallets and filled up a bag in 3 or 4 wallets. So you've already lost 10% on each of those buys, right? So then what do? You want to be like, oh, I want to put all of my tokens in one wallet. Guess what? If you had 3 wallets, you done lost 30% of your investment is gone, right? Then you take the 2 wallets, you transfer it over to the 1 wallet. That's an additional 16% you just lost. Pay attention to what you're doing. Stop screaming scam because you aren't paying attention to how you're investing. I don't mean to preach, but it's very frustrating how people are not paying attention and then they want to scream scam because they done lost some money. If you're taking your hard-earned cash and investing in a project, you need to understand what you're investing into. Understand the tokenomics of these projects, because a lot of these projects, everything is going to fluctuate. It's some of it's going to fluctuate. Now, if they renounce the contract and they can't change anything, guess what? It is what it is for the rest until whenever. But what I like is that they have the ability to change the taxes up a little bit. What that does is it helps the investors, so they can create, in the future, they can be like, you know what, the business is growing, the market is up, the business is growing, for all of our, to help all of our investors, we are lowering the buy and sell tax to 5% in and out. They're able to do that. You can't do that with a renounced contract. And that's another thing that was a big thing and a big attractive thing for for not just legit projects but scammers. They'd be like, oh well, y'all, our project's been renounced. But if you don't know how to read contracts, they can build backdoors to the contract and still steal your money. Period. That's how it is. But a lot of projects, if you paid attention and if you're really paying attention to the market, a lot of projects are migrating from V1 to V2 because they renounced the project on their first contract. They can't grow the business properly. They need to adjust things to help it grow and to help out their investors. So what do? They create a V2 or even a V3. So they're able to help themselves grow the business, which in turn helps grow or helps the investors. And when you have projects that are really showing that they're adjusting things, what? Even MetaMonkey could have a meta day. We'll call it a meta day. They might have a meta day and they'll be like, hey, for this, for this day or for this hour, for the next hour, we're reducing the buy tax to 1%. Now, for me, that's very attractive because I'm an experienced investor. I know what I like to invest in. That is very attractive to me. You know what I mean? Because when I invest, especially if I'm going to invest, I'm in it for the long term anyway. Right? So 1% buy tax is beautiful to me. I'm going to buy. That creates buying pressure and reduces selling pressure because by then, whatever, in the next 2 weeks, the sale tax will still be 10%. But if you're buying in at 1%, you're not losing much. You know what I'm saying? You can wait for the project to grow to where it outweighs that 10% sell. And then you're into profits. You know what I'm saying? But it takes time. Legit projects take time, and they are continuing to bring a lot of stuff to the table. But yeah. So with that transfer tax, will be removed October 4th. Just to let you know. So then, if you done bought 5 wallets worth and you want to merge it into one, wait until after October 4th, and do what you need to do. I don't know how else to explain it, but yeah. So this is my intro into MetaMonkeyAI. I'm going to do a video once a week, just to cover a lot of different aspects of how MetaMonkey is growing and what they are doing. Because, like I say, it's people need to pay attention to what they're investing into. And if I can help you learn, and I can help you invest a little bit smarter and actually help you to learn about a project that's trying to be around here for the next 10 plus years, I'm going to try to do that. But with that being said, I appreciate you showing up for my first MetaMonkey video. I don't like to do recorded stuff, man, because I feel weird, and I'm just like, my name is Dragon Rider. Yeah, I like to do things, man. This is how I work. This is how I function. If you can, I appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe button. Like I say, I'm going to be here. I will see you next time.